Hey everybody! Looks like we got it to work. And what the fuck is wrong with this? Woo! Y'all should see my setup right now. You should see my setup right now. You should see my setup right now. What is up, everybody? Yo! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's taking so goddamn long to get this shit up and running. You guys do not know how much pain. You do not know how much suffering. You do not know how much stress. You do not know how much bullshit I had to go through to get to this fucking point. You have no idea. Y'all really have no idea at all. And you know why I'm looking up? Because there's a fucking TV mounted on the wall. Instead of getting another monitor, I just plugged it into the TV at this place, so I'm using it as a monitor. So when I'm covering and reacting to stuff, I'm going to be gazing at the stars. Like the stream right now. Like the fucking stream right now. Guys, this stream was supposed to start 2 hours ago. I've been on the phone with Comcast to get this shit set up. Oh my god, how long it's been taking. I had to go to Best Buy to get a fucking modem. I had to upgrade the fucking Comcast to an upload speed that is doable. I had to do so much bullshit to get this stream to work. I had to do a lot of bullshit. And I want everybody to like this shit right now, right? Y'all are wondering where I am right now. By the way, because I know y'all are asking and stuff. I am currently staying at an undisclosed location, a Russian oligarch, international oligarch's compound. It is absolutely not going to be disclosed, the exact location that I'm at. I'm not in California. I'm not in Los Angeles. I am in the United States, but I'm not in Michigan. Oh, I've got connections, ladies and gentlemen. And when Haas needs a place to stay for a month or 2 weeks to a month, Haas got it on the lockdown where Haas gonna stay. Y'all would not believe where I am, but I'm swimming in excellence. That's a solid gold elephant. That's made of solid gold. I got the hookup, okay? I got the hookup. I know the right kinds of people is what I'm trying to say, okay? So anyway, how's the stream quality, guys? I got my DSLR camera. I went to Best Buy, got a ring light. I had to get a mouse pad. I had to get so much shit for this to work. And on top of that, look at this cut I got. Look at this Afro-Asiatic Mediterranean male cut that I got going on. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what's going on, right? I'm not staying in my apartment and shit how I was doing it for the most of the summer. This whole month, damn, man, this whole month. This whole month, I'm running my numbers up. You understand? I'm not playing around with any bullshit. But this is a Russian oligarch compound that they lended to me. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I'm dealing with here. And I'm at an undisclosed secret location. Y'all like the stream if you want to survive. If you want to survive, I suggest you like the stream. Okay? I don't know who in their right mind thinks it's a good idea not to like the stream that they're tuning into, but I rest assured it's a bad idea not to be liking the stream. Okay? It's a bad idea not to be. I got full rest. I have slept for the first time in 3 days. Yesterday, I didn't get any sleep. Day before that, no sleep. Day before that, no sleep. This is the first time I've slept in 3 fucking days. And I'm not exaggerating. So that's why I'm so energetic. God, imagine if I was like this every day. Imagine if I was like this every day, how it used to be. You understand? And what is this chair that I'm sitting in? I don't know. It's a circular couch type of chair, but it rocks. The chair rocks. Okay? The chair moves back and forth. The chair moves back and forth. And look at this cut. Look how they did my beard. Look at that. I'm fresh as fuck in this bitch. I'm fresh as fuck in this bitch. And as far as I can see, we are rocking the chair tonight. We have so much shit to cover. We've got so much to cover. We've got Hakeem responding to me, Haas of Infrared. Hakeem, I don't know if you want to play with me, you want to play games, but don't rest assured we're going to be getting into it. Don't worry. But Hakeem, I think it's a mistake to try and tango with Infrared and the RTSG attack squad. I don't think that's a good idea, right? We got new ass Malta. Is in here making tweets that get 10,000 likes, and we're going to investigate that against me. What is going on? And then finally, we got crazy Nancy Pelosi trying to bring us to war with China. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the brink of war. I don't know if you guys know this, but we are actually, sincerely, unironically, we are actually on the brink of war right now with China. Okay, so there is a lot on our itinerary. Okay? There's a whole lot on our itinerary, okay? I've got the spirit of the y'all know where I'm staying at. I'm in Africa right now, bitch. I'm in Africa right now. What if I am? What if I'm in Africa right now? What if I'm a diamond smuggler? What if I'm a diamond smuggler? I gotta get my numbers up, run my shit up. And I'm in Africa right now, smuggling diamonds. What if I told you that's where I am? What if I told you that's where I am? Would you believe me? Would you believe me? But I'm saying, fuck Hakeem. Because Hakeem, and we're going to prove Hakeem is not in Iraq. Hakeem is in Europe. And we have proof. We have receipts. We've got proof. We've got mathematics. We've got numbers. We've got statistics. We've got charts. We've got shit. We've got a lot of things. I'm not even lying about this, by the way. We can prove Hakeem is in Europe. And we're going to be doing that today. Look how tight this shirt is. Because I'm Twitch just chatting in this shit. Look at this, motherfucker. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Don't bring your girl around me, guys. Don't introduce me to your girl. Don't introduce me to your girl. That's all I'm trying to say. You come shake my hand in person. Don't introduce me to your girl. Could be a big mistake. Could be a big mistake. Y'all see me? Y'all ever see me running? Y'all ever see me with my swag outside running up my shit? Don't bring your girl. Don't bring your girl. Because I'm swagalicious right now. I'm swimming in swag. I'm swimming in drip. All the haters are mad. All the haters suck my nuts. All the haters can't do shit about it. All the haters sitting and seething. All the haters don't even got 5% of the swag I got right now. Bunch of little ass bitches. Lacking the ostentatiousness that I got going on. Look at this ostentatiousness. Look, we got paintings in this shit. We got elephants. Look at this ostentatious presentation. And that's what the haters resent the most. They don't have the ostentation. Motherfucker, first of all, I have seen 20 super chats go by. I've seen like 20 super chats go by. And for some reason, it is not working on Streamlabs. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my Streamlabs right now. I am logged in. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is up with my Streamlabs? Maybe I'm logged in the wrong Streamlabs account? I don't know what the fuck's going on. Now we got a new bullshit problem. Now Streamlabs don't want to process my alerts. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Nah, I don't believe this. I don't believe this. I don't believe this shit. There's no fucking way. I mean, it worked when I was... it worked back on Thursday. What the fuck? Because we got a lot of donos and they're not processing through the super chats. I probably got to restart OBS. Let's check this out.
Thanks for the hard work you put in. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, now we got them going on. Now we got it to work. Somebody donate $5 or $4.99 to see it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. A bunch of people are going to do it at once. Forget about that. We'll just let it organically happen. We don't need fucking 20 people to be doing that shit. I'm baiting super chats. All right? I'm baiting super chats. I'm baiting some goddamn super chats. Everybody like the stream right now. You don't got a super... Hey, good morning, Revolution, Tristan. Good morning, Revolution, Tristan. Guys, by the way, how's the quality looking? How's this resolution look? Is this looking swagalicious? Is this looking good? Is this looking fine? Look at this setup. Look at this setup. I'm getting one of these things. I'm getting this ostentatious presentation. When I'm settled into my permanent place, I'm going to be getting the same ostentatious presentation. I'm going to actually get it exactly like this. I'm going to get this elephant lamp. I'm going to get these paintings. Look at this shit, man. Ostentatiousness. I'm going to get that ostentatiousness in my own setup, okay? That's how much swag we got going on just in this setup alone, okay? And it's crazy how, imagine this is the infrared stream. This is the Gorillas and Sons, Africa, the African silverback gorilla with the African elephant in this shit. That's the infrared presentation. That's the infrared vibration. African lions, African gorillas, African elephants. That's what infrared's going on. You know what I'm saying? Afro-Asiatic Mediterranean male. Exotic. We got it going on exotic. This is a type of G-Wagon with fucking tiger pelts on it and shit. You know what I mean? Exotic. We got it exotic in this bitch, okay? And listen, we are mecha tankies in this, we are mecha tankies, okay, guys? But, however, do not forget the Gorillas and Sons. There is no symbolism of infrared more powerful than the Gorillas and Sons. And actually, I'm gonna make a clip of this, right? Everyone's been asking me, what does the Gorillas and Sons mean? I'll tell you what the fucking Gorillas and Sons mean, for fuck's sake, okay? All the time I see on Twitter, people are saying, what does that mean? What are gorillas? Is this racism? Is this like a secret Nazi thing? What do the Gorillas and Sons mean? So I'm gonna last for the last time, I'm gonna answer the question, and we're gonna get to the bottom of, and I'm gonna lay to rest the curiosity of the ambiguity of the question people have of what the Gorillas and Sons are, okay? People got too many questions, okay? Too many questions on their hand. The Gorillas and Sons started out in a part of one of our earliest streams with me, Ezra, and I forget who else. It was one of the other infrared showrunners, and we were analyzing King Kong in the spirit of the upcoming movie King Kong versus Godzilla, whatever that movie was, right? Forgot what it was called, okay? And we were talking about the symbolism and meaning behind King Kong. And we were basically saying that even in the original King Kong, the Peter Jackson King Kong especially, it's very clear that King Kong is an allegory for the proletariat. The King Kong is also an allegory for the colonized it's not racist, okay? Maybe like the originators of that were racist, who created King Kong, because they're making that comparison with an animal, because the gorillas are animals, right? But King Kong, because gorillas are so similar to us, but at the same time appear more archaic and more base and more fundamental. And it's like a symbolism for a more fundamental aspect of our humanity, okay? And basically the movie King Kong is basically about this situation of basic alienation, right? In which we are brought and we are forced to reflect through the lens and through the perspective of our fundamental humanity. What kind of fucking world have we built and we created, right? When King Kong is roaming through New York City and he's looking up these billboards and he's looking up these cities, you're seeing the point of view of almost a kind of pure humanity, which is able to judge the culmination of human progress and see, is this a human world? Is this a human world? Is this a meaningful world? I mean, what is this? It's a world of sensory overload. It's a world of complete meaninglessness. It's a search for meaning. Where's the meaning? There is none. And you're just getting bombarded with this sensory, sensory disjointedness and aggression, upon your senses. And this is just this basic alienation that the working man finds himself in the modern world, as well as the colonized subjects. Depends on how you want to look at it in this colonized world. So King Kong represents primordial humanity. Okay, that's our primordial humanity. That's a type of humanity that's not the rational side of our humanity. It's not the explicit side of our humanity, but it is it's the part of our humanity which is longing for belonging as human beings. You want to look at it in the Heidegger perspective? Human beings can be represented as a Dasein for whom there is a question of being. Question of being is also a question of dwelling, right? Human beings, we seek these things. We want something to dwell in which reflects meaning back upon us. We want a habitat that is human. We want a world that is human, right? So King Kong represents a state of humanity that aggressively insists upon its own belonging in the world. It's a humanity wrestling for its own habitat, okay? But the reason it's King Kong is because King Kong can't just go in his habitat in the jungle. That's the myth, right? King Kong is roaming this city he's radically alienated from, but the show is basically trying to say that city is the culmination of King Kong's evolution into humanity or whatever, this linear thing, apes and then humans, and then culminates into the city, right? So you can't just return to the jungle. So it's not a primitivist symbol. It's basically representing humanity awakening to the question of its belonging, to the question of its being. It's the awakening of primordial humanity. That's what it means. And it's related to the mecha tanky thing, right? Because as far as this question of dwelling is concerned, and as far as this question of belonging is concerned, that's also our mechas, right? So you have this weird combination between the symbolism of King Kong and the mecha, because even though like one represents technology and progress and another one looks like it's primitivism, they're both the same because they're both about this question of humanity appropriating what belongs to it, its essence, right? Whether it's in the form of the exoskeleton mecha, right? The proverbial plot of land for land reform. Or, Orvo, thank you so much, man.
Kong.
And it works. There we go. We know the donos work now. And I am so fucking sorry, Orvo. I know you donated $50 fucking dollars. I think it was you, Orvo, right? I am so sorry, dude. And someone else donated 10. Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry. I can't refresh it. It's not even showing up on my Streamlabs. There's no way for me to refresh that. I am really sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it is what it is, right? But at least it's working now. But thank you so much, guys, for those donations as well. I did see those in the chat. I usually, even if I see donations in the chat, I usually wait till they press on the notification in order to do anything about it, okay? Now, the other thing is the sun. What does the sun mean? Well, there was another stream that I did. Holy shit. We are being raided by Jackson Hinkle. What up, Jackson? Appreciate the raid so much. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, But Jackson does the majority of his streaming. He does the majority of his streaming on Rumble, okay? He does that on Rumble. And the reason he does it on Rumble is because he's on his 2 strikes right now. So he does not want to play around or risk anything. So he's being extra safe going on Rumble. I recommend everybody get used to watching Rumble. Start making a habit of going on Rumble. Start visiting Rumble. Start being on Rumble, okay? Rumble's a place to be, okay? Because I'm gonna be there soon as well. And YouTube, especially, we're coming up to the the China-Taiwan situation, and we can expect YouTube's gonna crack down on that just as severely, if not even more aggressively, than they did with the Russia-Ukraine situation. There's no reason to think they won't, okay? But Rumble, thankfully, has made a commitment to freedom of speech. So everybody who, is a fan of us, we all have to make a habit of getting accounts on Rumble and watching Rumble streams, okay? We got to make a habit of watching videos on Rumble. Now, both me and Jackson, we're still going to be uploading to YouTube. I'm still exclusively streaming on YouTube, as you can see. But the time is, it's only a matter of time before we're on Rumble, okay? Before we got to be on Rumble. Now, Jackson, he does majority of his streaming on Rumble, okay? Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, guys. Jackson, he busted his ass working hard for the truth, okay? And YouTube, they got him on thin ice. He's on 2 strikes, okay? So we are in a situation where, he goes over to Rumble. Got to go to Rumble, okay? So, yeah. Let me blow my nose. I'll be right back. Give me a second. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sick of saying that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, that shit corny as hell, right? Now, as far as that son is concerned, with the gorillas and son, as far as the son is concerned, the son was basically from one of these random streams that I did, where I basically went on a rant, and I was talking about how, I'm sick of communism being this kind of horizontal, kind of wholesome multiplicity, diversity, this, that. I'm sick of this fucking view of communism, which is basically rejecting the oneness, which is rejecting the coherence and the universalism of it, right? And it's reducing communism to this kind of this amalgamation of different identities and social interest groups and all this shit. And there's basically this pussy shit, this soft whatever bullshit. And I went on a rant saying we need to bring back solar energy. We need the solar energy back to communism. Communism is the power of the sun itself, right? It's a huge allegory. It's a huge parable throughout communist states. The red star, that's the red sun in the sky with Mao, right? This alternative sun, but nonetheless, this is the power of the sun. This is a solar energy, a horizontal energy. It's power. It's the power of the people, okay? So the chat randomly, and this is meme magic, but if you don't know what meme magic is, this is a perfect example of that meme magic, okay? So the chat during that stream, and we only had about 100 people in that stream, if I recall correctly, the chat started spamming the sons, but they also started spamming the gorillas. They started spamming both gorillas and they started spamming sons because this combination, they were remembering the gorilla stream we did earlier, which wasn't hype, but they just made a habit of, before the solar stream, people would just spam gorillas, okay? Gorillas would be the emoji that represents infrared. After I did that hype as fuck stream, people started spamming suns, okay? And then the meme magic was born. Now, the beautiful thing about this meme magic is that it's the unity of opposites, and it wasn't planned or anything. It was just spontaneously, people arrived back at this you know, metaphysical unity of opposites, the dark gorilla and the bright yellow sun, right? It's kind of a beautiful coupling, right? And then it just became spam gorillas and sons in the chat. And then when we got to Twitch, I actually made an official emote of the gorillas and sons. Good morning, Revolutions, Emirio. Holy fuck with that 50. Emirio, thank you so much, brother. Holy shit. Holy shit. And someone in the chat did donate 1917, but it did not go through yet, at least. I don't know what's going on. It did not go through. Oh, now it is. Here it is. Zach, thank you so much.
Much love from Texas.
Thank you so much, Zach. And I love Texas. I was actually thinking about moving to Austin, Texas. I absolutely love Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas. I absolutely love Texas. Texas is one of my favorite places in the world. Absolutely adore Texas. Absolutely a big fan of Texas. I love Texas. So yeah, that's the origin of the Gorillas and Sons, in case anyone asks. That's what it is. Period. And it wasn't contrived. It just became meme magic, a spontaneous meme, and it works well. It's effective, right? So I am not going to recap this. I'm gonna, upload this as a video, and then everybody will be able to link them that video whenever someone on Twitter asks, what are Gorillas and Sons? What do Gorillas and Sons mean? Well, now you know, and there's no excuse. Now you know what Gorillas and Sons mean, okay? I could stream all night, guys. That's how much fun I'm having. I just spilled water on my pants. Now I have to change pants when I go out. If I go out tonight. Big if. Big if. How much Adderall did I take? I didn't take Adderall. I just got 7 hours of sleep. This is my natural state when I sleep, guys. When I sleep, this is how every stream would be if I could sleep every day, okay? And guys, I don't want to reveal my location, but I am looking out the window. And wow, okay? Wow. Anyway, I can't tell you where I am. I can't. It's a secret compound, okay? Super secret compound. But I'm gonna be tanned as fuck. Tanned as fuck, alright? So anyway, guys, that is what we're dealing with. Alright, that is what we're dealing with. Now, speaking of Twitter, I don't want to bore the shit out of you guys as far as Twitter is concerned, but we do have some Twitter drama to attend to, okay? But it's not really drama. It's just a kind of weird thing that I came across on Twitter, the website Twitter. And I will show it to you. Look at this. Now, this came out of the blue, all right? This came right out of the blue. Where are we? Internet. New ass Malta. All right, this came out of the blue. Hoth had never read Capital. So this was a tweet in January that I made. It was like the 10th of January. Because this is stupid. Unskilled labor is a capitalist myth used to justify poverty wages. Now, okay, why am I even covering this? Okay, of course unskilled labor isn't a capitalist myth. That's stupid. Of course there's a difference between skilled and unskilled labor. All right? Of course there is. I had never read Capital. Why are you saying that? Marx made the distinction clear. So why am I showing you this, guys? It's just kind of funny, right? Why am I showing you this? Because this got 10,000 likes. Why did this get 10,000 likes? Is it somehow self-evident? And is it somehow a truism that there's no difference between skilled and unskilled labor? And then moreover, do people somehow think that Marx didn't think there was a distinction? I mean, it's just kind of insane, isn't it? Well, New Ass Maltha has the receipts. And this got 2,000 likes. So he shared a footnote from Capital Chapter 7 where Marx says the distinction between higher and simple labor, skilled labor and unskilled labor rests in part on pure illusion. Okay. Does that mean unskilled labor is a capitalist myth used to justify poverty wages? Because, I mean, first of all, he says in part. So that clearly implies that it is not in full a pure illusion. There's actually a real basis to the distinction, which actually Marx makes pretty clear. But then if you look at how Marx justifies what that illusion exactly is, the illusion is not meant to divide the working class. The illusion concerns A, the survival of archaic forms of, guild labor and things from feudalism, and also happenstance and accidental circumstance, which lead to some workers having depleted physiques, and some workers, who engage in more. So it's like things. It has nothing to do with the myth used to justify poverty wages. Marx never so much as alludes to that at all. He also doesn't say the distinction's wrong. He just says, in part, mainstream political economy is grounding that distinction in a pure illusion. So, okay, what does that have to... Why? How is that proof? I've never read Capital. That's beyond me, right? But, I did reply, and look, guys, this is just a tragedy of the modern world. This is just so sad. We should just, shed a tear, because this is a super sad, wow, you look at the reply, and this get 10,000 likes, and then here's the truth, and I shared chapter 7, I emphasized in part, and then earlier in the text, this is not a footnote, by the way, this is what he actually said, spinning is simple, unskilled labor. It's the average labor of a given society. That's how Marx defines unskilled labor. Okay? Then he says all labor of a higher, more complicated character is expenditure of labor of a more costly kind. He does make the distinction. He's basically saying that skilled labor compounds unskilled labor, right? Every process of creating value, the reduction of skilled labor to an average of social labor, is unavoidable. Okay, so he clearly makes the distinction. He recognized the distinction. Now, if by the way, I didn't link this in the tweet, but I can show it to you, right? So in Anti-Düring, Frederick Engels, right, also dedicated an entire chapter to discussing the difference between simple and compound labor, okay? And he basically, if you read it, he's going to say, skilled labor is a compounding, it's a multiplication of a given quantum of unskilled labor. That's what Engels says, okay? So we're brought back to New Asmauta's tweet, where he says, for whatever reason, I've had never read Capital. What? Why? What about me telling people to read what Marx wrote about this distinction, which he did write about, proves that I didn't read Capital? Well, I think the people who are mentally deficient here have basically ignored that this is from the 10th of January. So they probably thought that I was referring to Starbucks barista labor as unskilled labor, and that was the context of this. Well, it wasn't, because the fucking Starbucks thing was in the past month, and that's from January. This is from January, okay? So no, this was not about Starbucks. If you want to know about Starbucks, barista jobs and service jobs, those are less than simple labor. Simple labor is a quantum of actual labor that produces surplus value, okay? A barista is not an unskilled laborer. They're not really a laborer at all, to be honest. That's what they're not engaged in any productive labor whatsoever. So to be clear, I'm not saying baristas are unskilled laborers. I'm saying they are not laborers at all in the productive sense. They are unproductive workers. They don't engage in the labor that actually transforms the world in some kind of way. They don't engage in any actual labor. Marx defines labor in a clear way. I don't know. I mean, if that bothers you, kick rocks. By the way, guys, like the fucking stream. Like the goddamn stream. Do not just sit here and dilly-dally with your thumb in your ass. Like this goddamn stream. Like this goddamn. We only got about 300 likes. 300 something likes. And there's 700 people in here. Y'all can't stay for free. You either like the stream or you kick rocks, because this is a cult. This is a cult. And you have, in order to initiate yourself into this cult, you have to click the like button. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. I don't make the rules, I just enforce the rules that I myself have created. Like 50 people left. Like 100 people left as I said that. Nobody liked the stream, but like 50 people just left. All right? I don't care. Kick rocks. This is a cult. This isn't a welcoming place. All right. Anywho. All right? We have so much fun stuff to cover. By the way, I invited New Ass Maltha to actually come on stream and basically justify why I've never read Capital. And I said, if you can consistently sustain that Marx doesn't make a distinction between skilled and unskilled labor, I will give you $5,000. I will PayPal you $5,000. And New Ass Maltha did not respond. So I think New Ass Maltha is scared to, lose face.
Gorilla,
basically.
Son. Gorilla,
Amila,
son.
thank you so much, Amila. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, New Ass Maltha is nowhere to be found. I have challenged them to actually debate. They didn't. They didn't. They did not. By the way, guys, there's these weird people on Twitter whose entire sense of fucking validation and dopamine comes from being able to ratio. It's actually really sad. It's actually super sad. It's actually saddening. So yeah, I have these weird people. There's honestly just look, I feel bad for these people. There's basically these people on Twitter where they're extremely mentally unwell. They're like, they're extremely miserable people. I mean, they're not living life very well. And, I kind of feel bad for them. A lot of people, send them really mean stuff, and they're, always doubting themselves, and they're always kind of like on the verge of, some pretty dark stuff. So they tend to spend every like waking moment on Twitter trying to achieve ratios just to get a little bit of like a sense of validation and a sense of accomplishment in life where they otherwise have none. It's not like they're getting any money from this or anything. It's kind of sad. It's kind of like I think you should give them the ratios, honestly. If it's gonna prevent them from doing something dangerous, I think we should just give them the ratios. What do you guys think? Because I think these people if they don't get those ratios, they'll probably do some dangerous stuff. So I think we should probably like step away and be like, okay, you can have the ratio. You can have the ratio, okay? I think what do you guys think? I think that's fine. I think that's fair. I think that's super fair. I think that's super fair. People spam your tweets in Discord for likes too. Okay, but we do that to send messages. We don't do that. I don't do that personally for my personal psychological fucking satisfaction. We do that to like make a name for ourselves. We do that to spread the Gorilla Sun army. We don't do that shit for Haz's personal psychological satisfaction. We fucking do it to send a message, okay? You know, if I wanted to, I could probably spam the Discord too and beat the ratio pretty easily, probably, right? It's only like a 20 like ratio. It's only a 20 like ratio. This person fucking made a Twitter status screenshotting it like, oh, I achieved the ratio. And you know, there's a specific group of people on Twitter who like need ratios to survive. Otherwise, it's one of those sad things, you know? I'm not gonna say anything more than that. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. But Haz uses Twitter to send messages. What else would I use Twitter for, you dumbass? What the fuck else do I use Twitter for? Of course I use Twitter only to send messages. The fuck? Think I use Twitter for personal psychological satisfaction? It's not gonna happen. Twitter is a nasty, nasty place. Okay, Twitter's 90% of the people that see my shit on Twitter hate my guts. The 10% who don't love my guts. They love my that's so weird. You could say hate your guts, but you can't say love your guts without it sounding super disgusting and weird. Okay? So we're gonna walk that one back. We're gonna walk that one back, okay? That don't come out right. That one don't come out right. That's the type of thing you say if you want to become popular on Twitter. But yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want that kind of popularity, right? But then you can join the Twitter the Twitter trendy people who are always doing things that are opposite to norms, right? We're gonna end this topic. We're ending this topic, okay? Doesn't my fucking beard look good? Doesn't my beard look good? Doesn't it look beautiful? Isn't it perfectly cut? Because I saw an Arabic barber for this beard. And they knew how to do it. They knew how to make my beard good. Look how dirty and shit it used to look. It looks good. And they even did, you know, they gave me a fade and shit. And it's good. All I gotta do is go to Turkey and get the hair transplant. I've seen some people speculate that that's what I'm doing right now. And it's not. I have not scheduled the transplant yet. The hair transplant, it's probably happening in September, to be honest. That's a whole nother headache, actually, by the way. It's gonna be a whole nother headache. That hair transplant. But that is happening in September, and I want to just get that over with. I think I just want to do that. I want to go there, do the 2 days, come back. I'll fucking stream with my bandages and shit. I don't give a fuck. Because this shit is heating up between China and Taiwan. And yeah. But I am still in America. I'm not in Turkey. Still in America right now. I'm going to be here for probably like 2 weeks to a month. It's not because I'm getting a hair transplant. It's because I'm waiting on my new location. And I'm waiting on my new location. And I'm going to blow my nose. Give me a second, guys. Yo! Yo, I see that. I see that. yeah, so that's where we are. And guys, I worked really hard to get you this setup. I spent all day doing this. And yesterday. Void Burn! Thank you so much, man.
Nice edge up and taper fade, beard looking solid. Should still wear your Sultan's turban after the hair transplant.
I actually, you know what? I am going to do that. Thank you so much, Void Burn. I'm going to tell them. I'm going to like, you guys, can I do like a turban? I'm going to wear a turban after the transplant. Like, for as long as I have to wear bandages, I'm going to just make it a turban. And I might even get a little fat because I can't work out for 2 weeks after you get the transplant. So I may just do that. I may just do that. Okay? I may just do that. Unironically. And not as a joke, as a serious thing. I may actually just do that. Mecha Daffy, thank you so much, man.
Is a vibe.
It is, isn't it? Isn't this such like an infrared setup? Isn't this such an exotic infrared type of setup? Isn't this so much better than the old one? But it's not permanent, guys. Don't get used to it. This could last anywhere from a week to a month. And I'm going to try to make this permanent by making my new place look exactly like this. But doesn't it look kind of cozy? Like you're just sitting with me in this chair. I'm not sitting on like a gamer chair or anything. I'm sitting on an actual, you know, like, you know what I mean? Isn't this nice? Isn't this nice? I think it's nice. I think it's nice. I think this is super nice. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. By the way, let me alert. That's what I was going to say. Speaking of Twitter, I should probably alert Twitter. Of what's going on. Exposing ya boy Hakeem. Already exposed Amauta. And explaining the mental illness. Why the mentally ill need likes to survive. Or I'm going to say explaining why the haters are mad at my swag. Perfect. It's perfect. Perfect tweet. That's the perfect tweet to alert the masses of what exactly is going on. And oh, y'all can clip me. Y'all can screenshot me and clip me because I look swagalicious. You know how there's people who literally look for the worst still of my streams to make me look bad? I don't even, there's, good luck. Good luck. I look fucking fresh as fuck, bitch. This is actually 4K Haas. This is actually how Haas looks with a good camera, DSLR camera. Haas is a handsome man. No one can deny that. No one can deny that. I would love for someone to try and deny. No one, you can't. That's why the haters are so mad. The haters are mad because Haas outclasses the haters physically. Physically. Okay? That's the thing that makes them most mad. But the second thing, intellectually. Intellectually. I'm more knowledgeable. I'm smarter. I'm better than them. That also bothers them. I am a machine. I'm a swagalicious machine. And the haters are mad about it. They're mad. They're mad at the style. They're mad at the swagger. They're mad at the energy. They're mad at everything. And all they do is they just seethe. I haven't streamed for 3 days. I've been barely active on Twitter for 3 days. And I have seen some of the most seethe about Haas in these past 3 days than ever before. I have seen some of the most seething about Haas in these past few days than I have ever before. Okay? It's super sad. I think that's sad. I think it's sad. I think that's super sad. Okay? I think that's super sad. I think they do miss me, but it's like the more I don't post, the more they like think about me. And they're like, I hate Hans so much. Dear, even they start. I give them breathing room to like take it all in and absorb the full implications infrared has for their lives, and it just makes them angry. It just makes them so angry, right? It just makes them so angry and so upset, and it's so sad. It's so tragic. And it's so yeah, we do have who the fuck is this guy? Keck W. Keck W.
Based.
Keck W.
Miss
Johnny!
you.
Johnny, I think they do miss me, but did y'all miss me? Y'all miss me? It's been like a week since I've streamed. And that, by the way, that stream I did, which was like an hour, that didn't count. That was a extremely low energy stream. And, you know, that did not count. So that other stream that I did didn't count. When I was like I had like was awake for like fucking 3 days. I only slept last night. That was the first time I've slept in a long time, right? And I'm super happy because of it. A lot of people think, oh, Hans, let me pierce into your psyche, Hans. Why are you so down? It's because I didn't get sleep. If I can get sleep, I'm the happiest guy in the world. If I get sleep, I'm the happiest dude in the world. But I also feel like the key for me to be able to sleep is I just gotta move. I gotta walk, and I gotta like always be on the move and shit. I always gotta keep myself busy. Because yeah, I didn't have insomnia problems in LA. And why didn't I have insomnia problems in LA? Because I was always on the move. I was always on the move every day. And I think that's the key to getting sleep. You always gotta be on the move. You always gotta be around and about. And you always gotta be places and be doing shit and yada, 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 yada. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. What I wanted to say. You know what? I'm gonna get a still for a picture. So I'm gonna hide the chat for 1 second. What a beautiful picture. What a beautiful picture. We got the picture, okay? We got the picture, and now we're bringing the chat back. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry, guys. In like 2 weeks, I'm not gonna look this good. I'm not gonna look this good in 2 weeks. I just got my cut a week ago, and I need to have children right now. I need to have children right now because they will turn out beautiful. And you don't want ugly children in life. Did you guys know that according to science, when you have children, when you look your best, your children will look the best. When you have children looking ugly, your children will be ugly. So I gotta have children now.
Haters will not be able to handle the turban.
They will not. Thank you, Mecca MKE. They will not be able to handle my turban when I start wearing my turban. They're not going to be able. They can't handle the elephant. They can't handle the turban. They can't handle nothing. They can't handle a damn thing. They can't handle a damn thing. Okay? Have I chosen the mom? Give me a damn second. Give me a damn second. Give me a damn. I got off the phone with my phone with my oligarch contacts, and they're basically telling me, yeah, Hakeem, that dude's a white boy from Wyoming and shit. They're telling me, Hakeem, that's a white boy from Wyoming who's living in Europe. That's what my contact's been telling me. They said he's a white boy from Wyoming living in Europe. But don't worry, because we got proof. We got the proof. I'm not just here to be speculating and shit. We have the proof. We have the proof, okay? But I'm just giving you a preview. And I tagged Hakeem. I tagged him on Twitter. So you know it's serious, and you know it's the real deal. And you know what we have going on is, you know. Guys, let me ask you a question. One's if you want my streams to be 2 to 4 hours. Two's if you want my streams to be 3 to 6 hours. What do you guys like? What do you like better? Because we can do either one. We can do more clips and more VODs with shorter streams. A lot of twos. Y'all want those long streams. So y'all want to chill with me, huh? Y'all want to chill with me. That's okay. We're going to start doing that. We're probably going to start doing 4-hour minimum streams. That's what I'm thinking. We do 4-hour minimum streams, and we do them much earlier. I'm talking 6 p.m. EST streams. So I hope you guys are ready for that. 6 p.m. EST streams. And I have an incentive to do that now, guys, because I'm going to start going out and shit. I'm going to start going out every night. Because I want to make new friends. I want to make new friends with the place I'm at, right? And by make new friends, I mean new acquaintances, okay? No, I'm just kidding. I have work to do. I'm a busy man. I have an incentive to not stream that late into the night. Okay, I was streaming late tonight primarily because this is I streamed literally exactly when I could. I streamed exactly when the internet started working, and that's why we're streaming right now, because I did not have internet before 10. And then I had to shower and shit, and then 10:30, as soon as I could, we streamed. Okay? I didn't procrastinate once at all day. I have not even busted a nut in 1 week. Y'all know that? That's important information. That's also news. That's also news. That's also news. Everybody must listen to every when I'm talking. Listen, when I take a shit, y'all got to hear about it. Okay? You have to hear. I wear it on my sleeve. I don't hide nothing. Okay? Anyway. Now, Hakeem, to introduce you, Hakeem, that goddamn weasel Hakeem, has been lying. So Hakeem got an earlier stream of mine pretty much taken down because he age restricted it.
Hello.
So Hakeem, I exposed him. He's a white boy from Wyoming, and he lies about being Iraqi. Or at least he's lying about living in Iraq. Because we know he's not living in Iraq. And I have evidence to prove it. Okay? Now, evidence part 1. And I'm going to tell you why this is relevant. Now, I'm going to continue to show you this throughout the stream before we get into the Taiwan stuff. So Hakeem, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Look at this evidence. First piece of evidence. Hakeem's active hours. Hakeem's tweeting activity. Look at it. Look at it. The times he's most active, that's European time. It's saying he's not active in Iraqi time. This is European time. He's active in Europeans' hours. Okay? And if you think this test is shoddy, if you think this is a shoddy test, okay? If you think this is a inadequate test, there's a much more simple test, right? All Hakeem's got to do is speak some Arabic. That's all he's got to do, right? Well, apparently he is, right? Because he recently released a video in response to my last stream, which he got people to raid and age restrict, basically take it down, where I exposed his ass. And he says, why do foreigners speak English so well? And why people think I'm white? Now, the people in question, make no mistake of it, is us. That's Infrared and RTSG. We are the Hakeem truthers. We have told the truth about Hakeem. We've exposed the truth about Hakeem. And he made a whole ass video on his main channel in response. Now, Hakeem is a snake in the grass. He doesn't like direct confrontation. What Hakeem does is he indirectly attacks you like a snake, mass reporting you and raiding your shit, doing things like that. And he acts like he's some wholesome, oh, I'm Hakeem, I'm such a wholesome, nice guy. I see past your facade, Hakeem. I walk with demons, Hakeem. I walk with fire, Hakeem. I can detect a snake when I hear one. Want to know why, Hakeem? Because I walk with demons. I can sense that energy. I can sense evil. I can sense hostility. I can sense aggression. Now, Hakeem, he acts like this wholesome guy. Oh, Hakeem gets along with everyone. Hakeem never does anything to upset anyone, right? But then when the computer is turned off and when things go offline, that's how Hakeem is acting. That's his energy. That's the frequency he gives off. He's a sneaky, he's like a little rat. And he's if they bring down Haas, I'm gonna report Haas. I'm gonna get my minions to attack Haas on Twitter. I'm gonna age restrict this video and see, Hakeem, he's got a lot of hatred and bitterness and aggression in him. He's got a lot of hatred, bitterness, and aggression in him. And a lot of people don't know about that. A lot of people don't know the real Hakeem. They just hear this, oh, well, you ever watch Disney's Aladdin? He sounds so wholesome, and Hakeem, he don't have any drama. I'm giving you drama, Hakeem. This is the first drama you ever gonna get, Hakeem. The first and last. You getting it from Infrared. Infrared's calling out your bullshit. Just like we called out Bosch's bullshit. We don't take no bullshit. We don't, Luna Oil, I don't give a fuck who these bread tubers are. If you are CIA and you are a federal agent, I can see past you with infrared vision. Infrared's coming for you. You don't understand what Infrared's going on. Hakeem is a fraud. I'm bringing drama your way, Hakeem. You want to be so wholesome and shit. You want to be so wholesome. You are not wholesome, Hakeem. You are not wholesome. Infrared sees past all that with infrared vision. You damn Khrushchevite revisionist, social democrat Hakeem, talking about Disney. Who gives a shit about Disney? Why does an Iraqi give a fuck about Aladdin's correct representation? Aladdin's an American movie. What, it's America's job to represent the world? Why don't you make your own damn movies? Of course our movies are going to be based on Americans' ignorance and prejudice. We don't live in Iraq. That's not supposed to. You probably were calling for the Iraq war or some shit. Iraq is not America's turf. Why would an Iraqi seek validation from America? Oh, I want to be represented by America's fucking movies. Why? America's fucking Hollywood movies, which is owned by the damn Pentagon? You want to be correctly. You want to just, I want the Americans to represent me correctly. No, make your own damn movies. That's what a true patriot would do. A true Iraqi patriot wouldn't care about no Mickey Mouse. A true Iraqi patriot is making Farfour spin-offs. A true Iraqi patriot is making Farfour. Yo, Farfour! You don't have that Mickey Mouse Disney shit. You got Farfour. Y'all already got some of your own shit. You should expand that. You should expand upon that. Make a whole franchise. Make your own Aladdin. Make it yourself. And ban Disney. A true Iraqi patriot would ban Disney from Iraq. We're not asking Americans to represent us correctly. We're going to represent ourselves correctly. We're going to have our own shit. We're going to have our own cartoons. We're going to have our own Hollywood. That's what the Iranians are doing. The Iranians got their own movie industry, Hakeem. I know you hate Iran so much, but the Iranians are not saying, oh, Disney represents Persians badly. They're saying, we are Persians. We are ancient Persian civilization, and we're going to make our own films. They're not asking America to represent them correctly. They're representing themselves correctly with their own entertainment industry. Why? Because they live in Iran. Iran is their homeland. Iran is their country. They're not seeking validation from no Disney or no America, Hakeem. So let's check this out.
A different kind of video today. I frequently get comments to the tune of, this guy can't be Iraqi, his English is too good.
We are the only ones who tell the truth about that. So he's talking about us. He's talking about us. Okay, just keep that in mind. He's talking about us.
Some people have even claimed I'm from this or that part of the US. Some say Rhode Island, some say Vermont, some even say, God forbid, Wisconsin. The last one was
all of that is... Every single one of those states was us and RTSG, the infrared community and RTSG. And we've pretty much been playing... We've been playing darts, and we're just trying to throw some shit at the wall, see what sticks. But I'm pretty sure it's Wyoming. I'm pretty sure it's Wyoming, okay? But yeah, all that shit was us. We have spread every single one of those rumors. Because it's true. One of them's true. Something's true. He's not living in Iraq. This is a white boy. He's living in Europe. I already showed you the... Look at this. I already showed you the smoking gun proof. All right, this is a smoking gun. So this is a white boy, ladies and gentlemen. He's not living in Iraq. This is not somebody living in Iraq.
a joke, but you get what I mean. Apparently, something unspecific, even generic, can be heard in my accent. As unenthusiastic as I am about being called white... This does ask an interesting question, though. Why is it that...
I was at the beach watching the dark origins of infrared. I turned off the video, got an ocean and got stung by a stingray. The power of it is unruly.
I'm sorry, Jahan, but we did that on purpose. Thank you so much, Johnny.
And now the RTSG deep state exposed him for being a white dude LARPing as an Arab.
That's exactly true, Johnny. So, Jahan, basically what's going on is that we sent that stingray.
Has anyone
Thank you,
noticed
Emila.
that he sounds like Adam something? European accent cack.
He does. He actually does sound like Adam something. It's a good observation. Thank you so much, Mila. Jahan, we sent that stingray and it was for your own good, because that's going to toughen you up and make you a guerrilla soldier. That stingray wasn't any ordinary stingray. It had the stinging power. It had a venom in it. That venom turns you into an infrared super soldier. And it allows your mitochondria to be compatible with the infrared official exoskeleton suit. So when we do move to the new sun, your body will be compatible with our exosuits because of that stingray. So it's pretty much our jab that we had to, give you. So that's our stingray that we sent.
That so many quote-unquote foreigners speak English so well. Stick around for my English journey and some Hakeem tips on language learning.
Hakeem, you are not Lenin. Stop representing yourself as Lenin. Okay, let me tell you what Hakeem probably looks like, right? Hakeem represents himself as Lenin, right? He tries to have that energy and shit. Let me show you what he actually probably looks like, okay? So I'm pretty fly for a white guy. I'm pretty fly for a white guy. This is exactly what he looks like. That's exactly what he looks like. All right, this is exactly Hakeem's voice mapped onto a person. I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Ooh, no, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's what we're dealing with Hakeem, okay? This is Hakeem. You are not Lenin, Hakeem. You don't got Lenin energy in you, Hakeem. That's what Hakeem is looking like, okay? I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm pretty fly for a white guy. That's Hakeem, okay? That's the true Hakeem. He's a damn European.
English is an international lingua franca, a common language. Unsurprisingly, the development of capitalism and the march of colonialism played the biggest role in its global spread. As a consequence of the growth of the British Empire, English was carried on to distant...
Bro, why don't you speak Mandarin? You live in Iraq, so speak Mandarin. Why you speaking English for? That's like saying, you know, that's some bullshit. France colonized Lebanon. I don't know any Lebanese Shia who speaks French. Not one. I don't know any Lebanese Shia who speaks French or Sunni. I don't know any Lebanese Muslim who's speaking French. The only people who like to do that are some Maronites. I don't know any Lebanese Muslim, Shia or Sunni, who goes around speaking French. No, nobody does that. Nobody does that. Bonjour, oui, oui. Nobody does that shit, man. We don't do that. We don't do that.
lands as an administrative language to places as far away as India, Australia.
That shit's corny. We see that as corny. When people do that shit, we see it as corny. We say, oh, what the fuck are you? You're not French. Oui, oui. That's corny. That's corny as fuck.
And the US. Also, my own country, but we kicked the British out fairly quickly. Logically, with new rulers comes an industry for that language to grow in a region it wasn't present in before. Be it out of economic necessity or prestige, the languages of rulers prior to this...
Yeah, lots of Iraqis speak Farsi. Now, Prism points out that Hakeem doesn't even know a word of Farsi. But the question we should really be asking is, does Hakeem even know a word of Arabic besides Habibi? Because all Hakeem would have to do is just speak Arabic. All he would have to do is just speak some Arabic. And that's all he'd have to do. Okay? All you'd have to do is speak Arabic. I did see your text, Jackson. So Jackson commented on this video, and Hakeem did in fact respond. Let me see if we can find Jackson's comment. And we can't, because it's buried. I knew his shit was going to be buried. Alright. But Hakeem, all he would have to do is speak Arabic. That's all he'd have to do. Check the guys. My people watch this video. Not once does he speak Arabic this whole video. I'm spoiling it. Not once does he speak Arabic. Not once. Not once. Not even once. That's all he'd have to do. Speak some Arabic. And prove to us you're Iraqi. You don't gotta do all this shit. All you gotta do is speak some Arabic. He doesn't do it once.
last century of ours became a force of their own. Spanish or Portuguese in Latin America, Persian amongst the Mughals, or yes, English basically everywhere. The real impetus for the spread of English, though, was its longevity as a lingua franca. As the British Empire waned, the US rose, another English-speaking power. Of course, the world in the early 20th century was very different from today. For example, in Europe, German and French were still common use languages in so-called high circles, with German still being
the most fraudulent video yet. All you would have to do to disprove the serious allegations is speak Arabic. You did not do that once in this video, and that is because you, a white boy from Wyoming, living in Europe, according to the facts at hand. No one believes you, Hakeem. Trust me. Everyone, even your fans, secretly believe this. They have told us in private.
being a popular publishing language in the scientific spheres of, for example, Scandinavia. In the 20th and 21st centuries, as an
Hold up. Prism apparently has got a devastating clip in the video. Prism, where's your ping? Is that in the RTSG Discord? Where you at, Prism? Oh, for some reason I mixed you up with Pesto Mime. That's in the mod chat. All right, I got you. It's right here.
ContraPoints and Sean. I like all of them. I watch all of them. They have good videos. I think my favorite would be Sean.
This is why I'm anti-Hakeem. He is literally a bread tuber. He's a fraud. He don't stand up for nothing. He's not an ML. He's not.
Love your stuff, us, but Lebanese are just French leftovers.
Shut the fuck up, Boba. What the fuck was that? Leftovers? What do you mean leftovers? Let's not start comparing food, because we don't eat maggots. We don't eat maggots, okay? We don't eat moldy cheese and shit. We don't do any snails or any dumb shit like that. So let's not compare the leftovers at the dinner table, because I'm pretty sure Lebanese food, we eat Lebanese food, shawarma and good shit, and you know, fish and very good Lebanon tabbouleh and fattoush and all that shit. We're eating that, and then there's crumbs that drop on the floor, and then when we're done, there's like rotten bones and shit. And you pick up the crumbs, you put it on the table, and you leave it outside for 35 days. And the French will literally pick that shit up and call it, this is the moujoula bouvement la moi. And they'll fucking say it's the national dish of France, and they'll just eat that shit, all right? Let's not play games, okay? But this is why I got a problem with Hakeem, okay? Hakeem, he's a bread tuber. He didn't even confront Vosh. He didn't even debate Vosh. He did nothing to push back on Vosh. Nothing. Okay? He didn't do any. Hakeem probably hid my comments. He did nothing when he talked. He's a bread tuber. 1000%. Hey guys, Hakeem, he wants to be friends with everyone, right? You can't be friends with us, Hakeem. We're bringing you some drama. We're dragging you down to our level, Hakeem.
But that's because, well, some people would consider his videos like kind of dry and very, you know, I like them. I like the way he delivers as well. He's always very calm. And that, I don't know, that appeals to me a lot. H-Bomber Guy is very funny, and ContraPoints is very extravagant, so it's fun to watch her videos.
Oh, Hakeem, you're getting along with everyone. You never make enemies like Infrared. We declared war on BreadTube. Infrared declared war on everybody, and we paid dearly for that. We paid dearly for that, Hakeem. We went to war. We've been at war for a year. We've been at war for a year, Hakeem. Hakeem, you couldn't go through the negative attention I get. You know, I feel like, Hakeem, you're the type, like, if you get ratioed all the time on Twitter and you got all these people talking shit about you, and you would not mentally be able to withstand it. Me? I look at that shit. I laugh. Bitch. I am here to go to war, motherfucker. You couldn't deal with what we deal with, Hakeem. You couldn't deal with what Infrared deals with. You couldn't. You don't have the mental fortitude or the strength. I see how y'all act when you get ratioed once. You start deleting your accounts and going private and shit. Look at Patsock moments. That's what they did. Meanwhile, Haas doesn't give a fuck. Haas battles the world. It's Haas versus the world. I'm a damn pirate. I'm some Davy Jones, Captain Barbosa type shit. I'm here to get my treasure, bitch. I'm not here to make friends. Hakeem.
Sean would be my favorite. I would also add somebody else to this. I would add Bad Mouse, who makes excellent videos. Bad Mouse Productions.
Who the fuck is that?
So check him out if you.
Probably some other lib, some other breadtube liberal.
Based.
Boboa!
Hakeem, or on his real name Svorn Goranson.
Thank you so much, Boboa. And you're right, that is his real name.
Haven't heard of him for some reason. He makes really great videos, and his editing is absolutely excellent. Excellent. I really like it. How do you think we should engage with fascists? With a bullet. That's how you should engage with them. They don't deserve discourse. They deserve to be shot or beat.
And the dude who's saying that looks like this. Let's be honest, all right? Hakeem, you gotta chill. You gotta chill a little bit. Because the dude who's... You're saying all that, but this is... You know what I mean? It's just... Come on, it's kind of ridiculous, you know? Hakeem, let's not use that language. I don't care who it is. I don't care who you're talking about, Hakeem, but that language is a bit excessive for the person. You know what I mean? It's kind of cringe, man. I'm sorry. It's kind of corny.
That's what they deserve. I hope you're able to answer one of these. Well,
And by the way, what do you mean fascist? Just if some dude just calls himself a fascist on the internet, that's a license to kill. That's just a fucking internet ideology. Now, if you're talking about Azov, people who are actually doing it and practicing it in real life, like Azov Battalion, okay. But if you're just some dude, you know, on the internet who's interested in this, you know, fringe whatever ideology, they like reading Julius Evola and whatever. Like, who gives a fuck? That's a license to kill just because someone's got the wrong views.
Infrared declares war. Good shit, man. I'm with you.
Thank you so much, Tuco. Yeah, I don't play games. I don't play around. I deal with all the repercussions, and I don't complain about it, okay? I'm not complaining. I got a lot of negativity my way. I get a lot of hate directed at me, and I don't complain. I roll with it. I roll with it, because I'm going to survive all of it. I'm an Afro-Asiatic Mediterranean male. I'm sailing the seas. And it's all worth it to me, because it's funny. Listen, isn't it funny?
Based.
Thank you, Diogenes.
Bad Mouse's last video is attacking tankies.
Fuck him. Fuck that bitch. Thank you so much for the 5. But guys, so I'm trying to tell you.
Based.
Lex Manca, thank you so much.
Paul Moron, Hakeem admitted he is barely if ever read theory in Arabic. Almost if not all of his alleged theory reading has been in English.
So he's not reading Arabic Marxists? He doesn't read Arabic communists? By the way, there's a lot of Arabic Marxists and communists that I wish I could read. I can't read Arabic. I'm an American, okay? I can only swear at you in Arabic, and I can only tell you, like, I want to fuck your mother's pussy and shit. But, like, I wish I could read these Marxist Arabic Marxists, because these are brilliant people, and I can't read them because they're not even translated into English. And you know, Hakeem's not focusing on that. It makes you wonder. Makes you wonder, for a dude living in Iraq, he has an awfully limited, you know, interest in Iraqi Marxists, of which there are many, by the way, in history. Not only Iraqi, but just Middle Eastern, right? So it's quite suspicious if you must ask me. But what I was trying to say before that is, y'all listen, isn't it funny? There's just some random ass Arab dude that came out of nowhere and declared war on. I'm a thorn in their side, dude. They get up angry that I exist. Damn it, I hate how that Haas guy is a thing now. I hate how it's a thing now. It's Haas's reign of terror. We've been at Haas's reign of terror for a year. And these people are so upset that I'm here. They're so upset that I've inserted myself in the leftist space. Get rid of him. Ratio him. I'm not going anywhere, bitch. Here I am. I spoiled their plans. I spoiled everything for them. I spoiled everything for them. And it's funny. It is funny. Think about it.
I answered all of yours. Is that the Metal Gear theme?
Shut the fuck up, Hakeem. All right, we're going to go back to Hakeem's other video.
empires crumbled and a different world arose, we got the development of common market economies, increased trade across the globe, boycotts of the former Central Powers, and of course, all the undesirables, such as the early Soviet state. Walls went up and fell, the Cold War erupted and died down, and several languages previously way more popular slowly gave way to English. This was by no means complete, but the trend is obvious. Pretty much any teenager from any corner of the globe has consumed English language media, and any university student has had to confront at least some English sources. If you're American, think of the last time you've had to engage with a Portuguese, Hindi, Arabic, or Russian language source last. What about media? It's probably
1 week ago.
not the most common thing that you do.
1 week ago.
And that's
It's
kind of the
very
crux
common. It's very common, especially Russian.
to the matter.
This dude's making excuses. Hakeem, you can speak Chinese. But Hakeem, you don't even read Arabic theory. You've never even proven you can speak Arabic.
Whether you're in media, the science
Do you speak Arabic? I don't have to. I'm an American. I'm not LARPing as a Middle Easterner. I'm an Arab American. Yeah, I'm Middle Eastern, ethnically and culturally. But like, that's not my national identity. I'm an American, English-speaking American.
Based.
Thank you, Pablo Killer.
George Ganite is greater
Oh,
than
shit.
Infrared and Hakeem
Bruh,
combined.
we cannot have Hitler. Bro, Pablo Hitler? What the fuck kind of name is that? Bro, come on. Chill with that shit, okay? I don't know if that's a joke or that. Bro, what the hell? All right? What is Pablo Hitler? What does that mean? Who is that?
sciences, art, or whatever else, English is commonly used as an international medium of communication. That's why Brazilian, French, and Japanese actors appear in English language movies speaking English.
One time I didn't catch it. One time a guy, a dono whose name was literally Adolf Hitler donated to me. And I literally said, thank you. And I read the name. And then like, I didn't get sleep. So like 10 seconds later, I was like, wait, what the fuck? This dude's name is Adolf Hitler. We can't be accepting that.
Meanwhile, relatively few
Can't do that. Okay, we can't just have any name on YouTube. Okay, you got to choose a proper name. You got to choose a proper name. Okay.
American actors appear in international cinema speaking a foreign language. Likewise, if you make something and want to have widespread appeal, you make it in English, even down to the price when using official translating services. It's not unsurprising that translating from English to another language is always cheapest, meanwhile translating from, for example, Vietnamese to Persian is definitely a bigger blow to the budget. This kind of is the point here. English being globalized means that it no longer really belongs to anybody, or any just one nation, but also it means that a lot more
Yes, it does, dude. Stalin literally got mad at the Indian representative for speaking English. Don't just act like, oh yeah, English is the international language. No, it's still the Anglo language, and you should not be promoting English in your country. Oh, this is everyone's language now. No, you're a globalist, Hakeem. You're an American imperialist globalist. You should be saying, nah, let's stop English. No more English in Iraq. Start speaking Chinese, Persian, and Arabic. Nothing else. Maybe Russian. Chinese, Arabic, Persian. In this order, Arabic, Persian, Chinese. That should be the language order in Iraq. Okay? There's no reason to be speaking English anymore. There's none. So everybody's got to start de-promoting English.
more people.
You got to start fucking... Look at this fucking map. Look how few English speakers are here. Look how few are here. He's literally saying it's the language of the world that doesn't belong to anyone. And yet, look at... So, okay, green means a majority speak it, right? Look how few green there is, right? There's here. There's some places in here, and that's that's still part of the American Empire, okay? And Mila, thank you.
What's happening to grow wipers? Their mental is shattered and they're constantly crying under your mentions, it seems, lol.
I don't know what that is, all right? I don't know. What is a groiper? I don't even know what the fuck that means, to be honest. I don't know what that means. I mean, I think I do. It's like the meme people from Trump 2016. But I don't know, like, what is that? What is that even? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's all. That's ops. Look, it's groypers. It's leftists. It's the Pat Sock Dems. They're all the same people. All these people in my mentions talking shit, they're all the same people. They're all feds. They don't belong to one ideology. They don't belong to any one movement. There's feds who are assuming multiple identities from accounts they just made to do false flags. That's just the truth. That's just the truth.
End up speaking it than originally intended. Back to the video in just a second. Let's hear from today's sponsor, Atlas VPN. For a lot of research that I do for my videos, I end up hitting pages that aren't available in my location. That's frustrating, as you can imagine. Geo-restriction really does suck, but not with Atlas VPN. For those unaware, a virtual private network makes all of your—
Hey, Pablo, you gotta change that name. You gotta change the name.
Based.
Bruh, nah.
Would you
Gotta change the name. To answer your question, though, yes. Yes.
Based.
Ryan, thank you so much.
Somebody should archive Hakim's videos so that when he is exposed and deletes his channel, we have them for educational purposes.
Yeah, but the problem would be finding the incriminating ones, and I don't know which ones would be incriminating exactly, right? So that would be the issue when it comes to that.
internet traffic travel through an encrypted tunnel. This way, it protects you from spying, public Wi-Fi dangers, and hides your IP address and your online activities. It even allows you to change your location for all your researching needs. Developed by top cybersecurity specialists and IT engineers in 2019, Atlas VPN was created to make the internet accessible and secure for everybody.
Against yours.
Thank you, Mecha Daffy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just a lot of dumb bullshit that happens, right? It's only stupid people that care about that shit, to be honest.
Currently, it has more than 6 million users worldwide, and boasts the best VPN deal on the market, with the most affordable online protection plan for just under $2. The best deal online from everything from your online subscriptions to airlines, hotels, and more, be it in Brazil or Japan. Furthermore, if you come from a
Oh my
family
God,
with
I'm literally
research backgrounds, most likely you'll have at least one parent that speaks at least decent, albeit clunky and academic English. I'm an example of this. Both my parents speak languages that reflect their academic origins. My mother speaks English. Just a tangent, but have you ever seen the house they live in Home Alone? If my memory serves me right, don't they live in like Chicago or something? One of the most expensive, by the way, yeah, I can't say it. Chicago? Yeah, you see my point. Anyways, it's one of the most expensive places on earth.
Look how we fake not being able to pronounce Chicago.
To live in, right? Yet, they live in a 6-bedroom, 6-bathroom house. What does the dad do in the movie? I don't even remember. Is it even their place? The house is apparently worth like nearly $2 million now. With the actual place the house is located in is in some county I've never heard of called Winnetka, which apparently is one of the wealthiest places in the entire United States. The ideology is practically dripping off of the screen. This is how the US tries to portray its living standards to the rest of the world. Even 5-year-old me saw through this bullshit all those years ago. Anyways, back on track. With some exposure to English underneath my belt, I started engaging... Under my belt. See, you get my point. I started engaging...
Oh no, hell nah. We got a Me Too Hakeem now. This dude's a misogynist. He's a pervert. He's a... That's assault. What was that? This dude, we got a Me Too Hakeem now. Because this is how leftists do it, right? We are not tolerating that. No, Hakeem. You just made a big mistake. Hakeem. You are getting canceled. What the hell was that? We gotta make a big deal about this, guys. Can we start making a big deal out of this? Let's like clip it and shit and like go on Twitter and like, oh, okay. Because that's how they do it, right? That's what they do. I made more tame comments, and I got people coming after me. I can't believe you said this. How am I supposed to open this? How am I supposed to open this shake? Man? Can't open it.
With the English language internet, which helped me somewhat. What really catapulted my English, however, was reading. Yes, I know, a boring answer. I can actually trace the one author that contributed the most to this growth, and it was Lovecraft. The breadth of vocabulary he used in his works was very eye-opening to me, and really influenced the way I spoke early on. Lovecraft was the first person to actually make me respect English as a language, rather than just as a communication.
But since Lovecraft was racist, Hakeem also needs to be canceled. Because he's part of that community. Now, I like Lovecraft, right? But I'm not one of these lefties who has to give a fuck about problematic people. But Hakeem does. So we should cancel him for liking Lovecraft. Because, be like, Hakeem... If people held Hakeem to the same standard they hold me, they'd be like, Hakeem, you like Lovecraft? Lovecraft was a huge racist. This is what he named his cat, and this is what he said about people, and the Red Hook story. Hakeem, you are a Lovecraftian racist, eugenicist! Hakeem is a Nazi fascist! Hakeem is a Nazi! He reads Lovecraft, he likes Lovecraft, despite the fact that Lovecraft was an evil person! Hakeem needs to be cancelled! That's the standard, right? That's the standard. And we should apply it to him. Why should it only be applied to me? Isn't that unfair? Isn't that a double standard? Isn't that a double standard? I'm about to drink some chocolate milk, which is going to give me constipation. But it's chocolate protein milk. Thank you so much. Big Honage King. Thank you, man.
Media. Reading helps you see how native speakers construct sentences themselves. It even teaches you how native speakers intentionally break rules and how you can do the same. What's important though is keeping a wide diversity in media, because otherwise your English will sound clunky, archaic, or just weird. Having really fallen in love with Lovecraft, that wasn't an unintentional pun, my English was heavily influenced after that, and I actively try
Shut the fuck up.
to use words he used in my everyday English. Unsurprisingly, it made my speech more verbose, but also just weird. Sometimes there are traces of that left in my English, especially if you watch my early videos, but most of it has been weeded out by now, I hope. After a lot of reading, I started getting politically involved and started writing essays in English for fun. That was kind of sporadic, but definitely helped me improve and flex some creativity in the language, and now, after many years, I started making videos which amounts to several thousands of words written down scripts each
Never spoken Arabic once, never made content for an Arabic audience, doesn't care about Iraq, doesn't care about anything in Iraq. Huh, totally Iraqi.
month for years. I'm not saying you need to do that.
Not once does he ever address an Iraqi audience, ladies and gentlemen. Only Americans. Only Americans are worthy of Hakeem's wisdom. Iraqis should get none of it. Look, if Hakeem was a socialist, if Hakeem was a tanky or a Marxist-Leninist, Hakeem would be educating his fellow Iraqis. He would be speaking Arabic. He'd be talking with his fellow Iraqis. He'd be educating people about Marxism-Leninism. That's what a real Marxist-Leninist does. He wouldn't be pandering to fucking Western leftists. Just imagine this. Imagine if you're a privileged person in your country, but the people you talk to are like the elites of some foreign, faraway country, instead of the people of your own country. Hakeem, you have been given a privilege of education. Are you using that education to benefit your own people? No, because you're a fucking fraud. You're a fraud, and I see past you, Hakeem. I see past you.
That much, but it is nonetheless an interesting exercise if you want to go down that route.
No, it's not. It's not interesting. Nothing you say is interesting.
Of course, having done med school, where the only decent sources are in English, especially mnemonics, remember the dumbbells nonsense? I'll tell you that, or Soap Brain MD. What I just said either haunts you, or unlocks some weird suppressed memory somewhere. Basically, my point is, you're forced to speak at least semi-decent English in most academic fields, and even more so in medicine. Here's what I personally did. I would read, write, listen, and try to speak a single paragraph's worth of text every day in English. I do this with other languages I speak as well. This hits all the core uses of a language, and doing this daily means genuine improvements will come quicker than you think. Seriously, try it for a month and see how far you get. Next, for pronunciation, the most convincing part, try to replicate as closely as possible the phonemes of native speakers. The English A sound, or the th sound, can particularly be tricky for non-natives. For example,
Hakeem, you are a native English speaker.
lots of non-native Arab speakers of English say clothes instead of clothes. I mean, that was a bit exaggerated, but yeah, listen to an old Arab woman speak and you're gonna hear clothes. This is a lot of in-the-mirror funny mouth movements, constantly repeating some word or phrase from some popular media till you get close enough. It will pay off. If you want to get technical with it, follow an oral pronunciation chart, which shows you where each sound
Man, what
is
the fuck is this shit, man? He's such a liar, dude. He's such a liar. Yeah, Hakeem, you're reading charts. And that's how you have such a good accent, right? Because you're reading charts. Shut the fuck up, dude. No one believes you. Literally, no one believes this shit. If you believe this shit, you're fucking stupid.
To come in and have a cup of tea, and then you're telling me what the fuck.
Some words you just need to learn whole, instead of leaning back on those phonemes you learned. Laughter and daughter are different by just a single letter, but that changes the way the word is said entirely. Woman and women both have that O in the beginning, but the W sound turns into a W sound. Woman, women. Try it yourself. One more example for shits and giggles.
Thank you, Renzo.
Your argument promotes maintaining the Tower of Babel narrative instead of a united human race. Is that optimal in your view?
Renzo, what the hell are you talking about? Thank you, Ryan.
How do you get into English lit with Lovecraft? His whole thing is going insane in the wordiest way
I know,
possible.
Ryan, because Hakeem's a liar. Renzo, what do you mean Tower of Babel narrative? What do you mean a united human race, dude? That sounds globalist. There's no united globalist fucking that's Trotskyism, dude. That's not fucking Marxism, Leninism. What do you mean united human race? Yeah, we can be united as long as we attend to our own business first. First, we got to attend to our own business. Then we can, you know, exchange stuff with each other.
Hakeem glows hard. I doubt it's a coincidence your stream messed up last time you called him out. Same thing happened when you talked about Shinzo Abe.
This guy gets it. Orvo gets it.
Wind and mind. Now, what is this nonsense? Why isn't it mind? Why isn't it wind? Luckily, English is one of the trickiest languages in the sphere, with most languages being relatively consistent in their pronunciation. Most importantly of all, though, dare to speak and make mistakes. In my neck of the Arab woods, that's a stupid thing to say, we say fukisanik, which basically roughly translates to let your tongue go. If you don't start speaking, you won't ever learn. Furthermore, people will understand you regardless of how many grammar mistakes you make. That's the beauty of language. We can understand a random string of words together even with little conjugation. Boy eat peanut stuck throat is easily understood as some...
Okay, this is boring. We're gonna ask Hakeem to wrap it up. Conclusion.
I guess. If you enjoy what I do, then please consider supporting me on Patreon or something. Well, that's just plain
You're not Iraqi.
racism for you.
This was 1000% someone from our community. 1000%. I would look good bald. Look at me. My hair is cut off. Imagine bald Haas. I would look good. Bald Haas would look good. Thank you, someone you love.
Hakeem so obviously deracinated at best. Probably white though.
But you have an interesting name. Are you someone I love? I would look good bald. Look at me bald. I look like a G bald with this fucking beard and shit. I would look good bald.
Brown isn't supposed to speak English properly, I guess. If you enjoy what I do, then please consider supporting me on Patreon. It really does help.
Hell nah, I don't support what you do. Fuck you. Puya alaikum Hakeem. Puya alaikum Hakeem. Puya alaikum Hakeem. Puya alaikum Hakeem. We don't support Hakeem in this house. We don't support Hakeem here. We don't support any of that. Puya alaikum Hakeem. If you can say, I don't support you, Hakeem. All right, we're going to get to the news now, guys, okay? We're going to get to the news right now, okay? So, this is the real news, is that we're on the fucking brink of war right now. Now, Nancy Pelosi's plane has taken off. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Nancy Pelosi's plane has recently taken off. It was like 10 hours, I think it was, it's got to be like 15 hours ago.
Based.
What does Pu alaikum mean?
It basically means like, I don't even know. Okay, I just know what it means. I don't know what it translates into in English. It means like, spit on you. I think it means something like that. Like, some shit like that. Like, yeah, spit on you. Yeah, Emirio got it. It's spit on you, I'm pretty sure, because it's like poo. Because poo is just, poo doesn't mean nothing in Arabic, okay? Poo just means, puh. You're just making the spitting sound, and you say alaykum means you, right? So that's what it means. Yeah, alaykum means like poo ya alaykum, like upon you. Yeah, it's upon you. Yeah, that's exactly it. See, like most Arabic speakers don't exactly know how to translate. They just know what it like means in context. Like for example, like, do I know what that means? No, I just know what it means. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to translate it exactly, but I know the context in which it's appropriate. Does that make sense? Ahlan. كيفك؟ يعيب الشوم عليكم. What does that mean? It means like shame on you, pretty much. But I don't know if that means that exactly. It's just like that's what it means when you use it, right? I don't know Arabic that well. I know like very basics, right? Salam is very much that's kind of more formal. My like salam alaikum, like that's kind of like formal, right? When you like meet someone, you kind of casually, you're like ahlan. That's how you say, right? Say something like that. Yeah, and it's very Lebanese. I know. Yeah. It's a Lebanese accent. So Harold has left the first comment on behalf of Infrared.
Based.
And thank you so much,
What
Renzo.
I'm saying, isn't it easier for a globalist to divide us and misinform us if we all speak different languages?
No, Renzo, because we all need to develop our own languages. I'm not saying we all speak different. Iraqis should learn Chinese. Why don't we just speak Chinese then? Why do we all have to speak English as the international language? I've spoken Arabic in this very video, my guy. No, you didn't. Where did he speak Arabic? Join Habibi chat on the D program and I'll talk your ear off in Arabic. Otherwise, fuck off with your racist nonsense. Dude, just speak Arabic once. I don't remember him speaking Arabic. We watched like the whole thing, didn't we? We watched like this entire fucking thing. We watched like this entire thing, okay? All right, guys, I don't have a lot of time to cover the actual news for today. That's my bad for resource management and shit. Oh man, we don't have a lot of time. Oh my god. Oh shit. Fuck. We literally don't, okay? We literally do not. Okay. So, right now, Nancy Pelosi has decided to depart to Asia. She's officially going to Taiwan. As I told you about 2 days ago, China has already alluded. Thank you so much, Janar.
Up yours, Habibi. We'll see who tow us who.
Thank you, Janar. China's already alluded to the fact that they might even shoot down Nancy Pelosi's plane. So, as the title says, it's not clickbait, by the way. We are right now on the brink of war. All China has to do is respond however they're going to respond. That may very well. I mean, if Nancy Pelosi goes to Taiwan with military escorts, that is an invasion of China. The Chinese are going to experience that as an invasion of China. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a declaration of war. So yeah, we are on the brink of war right now, all because crazy Nancy. Now I want to show you what Donald Beautiful Trump said in regards to this, okay? Donald, this is what he said. Donald Beautiful Trump. My sweetheart, come home with me. Okay, yeah, Trump has said a lot of beautiful things.
English, nerd face, you are my wife. Arabic, devilish face, I will take you otherwise God will.
What? Dahan, thank you. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. No, I know what you mean now. Yeah, you're right, dude. Arabic love language is super toxic. You can't translate you can't translate that into English. That's not shit you should translate to English. Otherwise, there's going to be a miscommunication because it's really toxic. And see, in English, when you say shit exactly like how they say it in Arabic, it sounds creepy. It sounds like creepy and it sounds intrusive, right? But Arabic love language is it's very like crazy. Like the more crazy you are, that's how you prove it. You're like, yeah, like I don't know. I'm not going to talk about this any further because people are not going to understand. But yeah, Arabic language is like, I am going to blow. I'm just kidding, right? But it's more like I will drop 10 nuclear bombs, but some shit like that, right? If you don't come with me, everyone in this village will be in the grave 10 feet under. Some shit like that, right? They don't mean it. It's not a direct threat. It's like an exaggeration. I don't know. I can't explain it, okay? I can't explain it. All right, anyway. So this is beautiful Donald Trump, and he goes, why is Nancy Pelosi getting involved with China and Taiwan other than to make trouble and more money? I talked about this, possibly involving insider and information for her cheating husband. Everything she touches turns to chaos, disruption, and crap. Her second big Congress flop happening now. And the China mess is the last thing she should be involved in. She will only make it worse. Crazy Nancy just inserts herself and causes great friction and hatred. She is such a mess. What a beautiful tweet. What an absolutely beautiful tweet. Here's another message from Donald Trump. Crazy Nancy Pelosi's plane was shot. No, this is fake news. I'm sorry. This did not happen. This did not happen, all right? Because I looked at the date and I was like, no, that did not happen, all right? Pelosi. Now, I don't know when she's landing in Taiwan, but one of the China propagandists, is what they're calling them, did threaten that China will shoot down her plane if she flies to Taiwan. They said that warned that the plane carrying House Speaker Nancy Pelosi could be attacked. That Pelosi's aides have not yet confirmed if the Speaker's Asia tour will include a visit to Taiwan. So basically this is what's going on. She's going to Asia for sure, right? But it has not been confirmed if she's going to Taiwan. If she's going to Taiwan, it's going to be war. A leading propagandist for the Chinese government warned that China's military could attack the plane carrying Pelosi if she's escorted by fighter planes on a much speculated stopover in Taiwan in her upcoming visit to Asia, right? Pelosi departed on Friday for a tour that could include a controversial stop in Taiwan, the self-governed island democracy at the heart of rising tensions between Beijing and Washington. In a now banned tweet, with Twitter banned it, Hu Jin, I can't pronounce it correctly, but I apologize. A commenter with the Chinese state-owned Global Times wrote, if U.S. fighter jets escort Pelosi's plane into Taiwan, it is an invasion. The People's Liberation Army has the right to forcibly dispel Pelosi's plane and the U.S. fighter jets, including firing warning shots and making tactical movement of obstruction. If ineffective, then shoot them down. Now, Twitter removed this. I just want to clarify. Hypothetically, the Chinese may see this as an opportunity because any other pretext or context for a war will probably have the U.S. public united against China at this stage, right? But if it's Nancy Pelosi causing the war, she is so hated in America. I don't think the American people will unanimously get behind a war effort for Nancy Pelosi. I just don't think they would. So if you were, I mean, if you put yourself in the Chinese's shoes, it's like, when would be the best time to secure Taiwan? Probably now, because any other time it will probably unite America against China. Right now would be the perfect opportunity. A quote from their perspective. I'm a neutral commentator. I don't condone anything, right? But because we can't, because we're not allowed to, right? Responding to the growing anger in China at the possibility of Pelosi setting foot in Taiwan, National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said, "There's no reason for it to come to that." Well, it's not up to you, John Kirby. And by the way, it's not even limited just to Nancy Pelosi anymore, because now, get this. Get this. We have Mike Pompeo is joining Nancy Pelosi. Pompeo is going to Taiwan, apparently, with Pelosi. Let me find the tweet. There it is. This was 4 days ago. So, this was actually 4 days. So this is not breaking news, but he said, "Nancy, I'll go with you. Trump allies back Pelosi's proposed Taiwan visit." Now, this is something that Michael Tracy, I don't really have any views on him, but he did cover this. He covered how it's pretty clear that the America First conference that all the Trump Republicans were at were all war hawks, right? And they diverged from Trump personally on these questions. So Trump is not signing off on this shit. Thank God Trump tweeted against it. But Trump's allies are all for it, and they're encouraging Pelosi, right? So that's a very clear divide that you're starting to see in Trump's camp. That's all. We got to hope Trump prevails against his allies more than anything, right? Plans for the visit. I think if the speaker wants to go, she should go. And this is Mark Esper, Trump's second Secretary of Defense. These are not Trump's people, okay? These are neocons. These are, the establishment Republicans that Trump has always butt heads with and had to make compromises with. So these are not Trump's people, okay? Trump is smart enough to know this is a disaster. I mean, look, China, in response to the visit, announced a live fire naval exercise right in front of Taiwan, right on the coast, right on the what do you call it? On the coast of the Taiwan Strait. Okay? It's a show of strength to send a message. Don't fuck with us, Pelosi. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking.
Can they put all the neocons on Pelosi's plane?
Skeptic, thank you for the 5. I have to maintain neutrality because of YouTube, but you can speculate as to what I think about that personally. And then here, Michael Tracy, America First. So this is what I spelled his name wrong. I had to have spelled his name wrong. How do I spell Michael Tracy? What is it? Michael Tracy. What is this? Okay, Mike A.L. M.T. Tracy. M.T. America First. So he covered the conference. Yeah, this is it. This is the one. Okay, so check this out. At the America First Summit in D.C., Representative Mike Waltz says he just returned from Ukraine and is now calling for deployment of U.S. military advisors directly into the war to operate U.S. weapon systems alongside Ukrainian forces. Let's win this damn war, he proclaims. He reports, so he said this, and then I want to find the part where there was like thundering applause, right? Because that's what Tracy had reported, that there was applause. Here it is. Check this. Yeah, okay, there's 2 things I wanted to show you, right? So the first thing was here. So at the America First Summit today in DC, Senator Joni Ernst passionately demanded that we absolutely annihilate the Russian forces and we get them back to crawl into Russia so bloody and bruised they can't come back. And this was greeted with applause. And this is the America First Summit, right? Look at this. Would it surprise you to learn that Nancy Pelosi got a round of applause at a meeting of the Trump-backed America First Policy Institute? Because that's exactly what just happened when Newt Gingrich declared support for her upcoming trip to Taiwan. I commend Nancy, said Newt. These are all, establishment Republicans pretending to be friends with Trump to network because they want to get they want to have a place in Trump's future administration. Just spoke to Newt about his beautiful convergence with Pelosi, so stay tuned for that, I guess. Yeah. So there you go. There's one party. There's one club, and we're not in it. The Democrats and Republicans are part of the same damn thing. They're part of the same damn club. It's really as simple as that. It is really as simple as that. It's all part of the China plan. Now, what is the China plan? And how should we understand that specifically? China is the #1 enemy of the open society, according to George Soros. So China is getting in the way of this World Economic Forum Great Reset agenda. Now, China's been playing ball with these people, right? China has been putting up a friendly... This shit is not fitted correctly. China's been playing ball with these people. It's been working, not working, but it's been, exchanging niceties with the global elite and the green agenda and shit. It's doing so to buy time. On a fundamental and core level, China, everything China represents, a civilization, a country based on real production and unleashing the forces of production, human prosperity, as opposed to degrowth and as opposed to the green agenda. As opposed to wanting everyone to be slaves who own nothing and be happy. China wants their people to own things, own homes, own cars, own even businesses, right? So we are looking at a fundamental divergence of philosophies. We are looking at a fundamental divergence of differing worldviews that China represents. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the real source of this conflict. Amidst the context of the chip shortages, which we are going to cover throughout the week, don't worry about that. China's attempt to achieve sovereignty in its chip production, Taiwan producing 90% of the world's chips. That's a really important context to the current conflict. The real story here is the story of China is representing a form of global resistance against the Great Reset agenda. It's representing an alternative world order. Alternative, future even, right? Anyway, guys, would you kill me if I cut the stream short here? Well, I'm going to have to, because we are not going to be streaming late night anymore. That is something I'm going to guarantee to you. We're not streaming late night anymore, and I'm not setting that precedent. Now, starting tomorrow, I'm going to aim for a minimum of 4 hours of streaming. That 4 hours could very well be 6 hours. That could be 8 hours, right? But it's going to be much earlier. So stay tuned for a much earlier streaming schedule for the next few weeks and forever even, right? Thank you so much, Paperwin.
If there is one thing that matters above all else that Democrats and Republicans can agree on, it's how to deal with China. Imperialism has always been bipartisan. Look at the Iraq war vote.
That's exactly it. So guys, think of this as an introduction. This is an introduction to a new era of infrared streams. We have a new setup, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I want you guys to stay hype. Remember what the Gorillas and Sons mean. Remember what Mecha Tankies mean. Keep your eye on the prize. We're going to be covering China probably for the next few months. This is the thing to keep an eye on, because that's the next big conflict after Ukraine. And we might even have to go to Rumble afterwards, right? If YouTube cracks down. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Hopefully every stream is going to be this energetic. Hopefully I'm going to be getting the sleep that I need to get. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on the next stream. Bye-bye. Sorry, that's a cringe ending. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Do you think about me? Do you think about me? Do you think about me? Do you... Bye, everyone. I don't want to say bye. I kind of want to stay and stream for like 3 more hours and shit. I have to. I gotta go, guys. Bye. Bye. I'm gonna be really mean and just fucking end it right now. I'm ending it. I feel bad, man. I don't want to end it. I gotta end it, okay? I gotta end it. I gotta end it, okay? I gotta end it. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you... Okay, fine, I'll hang up. Fine, I'll hang up. I gotta teach y'all tough love. You can't be getting too attached and shit. I gotta teach you tough love, all right?